Alright, so in our last video we went over how to calculate a safe minimum and maximum dose of a medication compared to an order based on a range of recommended dosage. So we have sort of similar thing here, but this time the order is dividing it up. We're talking about a dose that is divided into smaller doses throughout the day. I'd set it up like this because it's more similar to your worksheet. I probably would have made it look a little bit, or come up with a slightly different example or a way to word it if I'd just been doing this myself, but I thought it'd be kind of helpful to do it so it looks a little similar. Okay, so child's weight. We always want to make sure that we're using the same units, and this is not the same units. We have the weight in pounds, we want the weight in kilograms. Okay, cool. So if you do want to use the actual numerical conversion, you would want to divide pounds by 2.2. So there's about 2.2 kilograms per 1 pound. And that means that this child is 24.9476 pounds, but for sanity's sake, we're going to call him 25 pounds, or 25 kilograms. So always make sure that you have your same units. Minimum daily dosage for this child. Once again, we're going to look at this range of recommended dosage. This is given in 4 equally divided doses. So if I were to read this in English, it would say, give a dose of NyQuil of 30 to 35 milligrams per kilogram of body weight once a day, and then split that dose that we're talking about right here, split that into 4, and then give it into 4 equally divided doses. Let's do some math. We're going to do our minimums first, so we're going to work with that 30. Multiply the recommended dose by the body weight. So that is 30 milligrams per kilogram per day, multiplied by 25 kilograms. Kilograms cancel out. Do some math. 750 milligrams per day. So that's it. That's the answer for your first one. Now, how many milligrams is in a dose? There are 4 doses in a day. I know that I need to take my daily dosage and divide it by the number of doses a day. 750 milligrams per day divided by 4 doses per day. These cancel out. 750 divided by 4, and that gives us 187.5 milligrams per dose. So that's our minimum single dose. That's how much we are going to be giving the kid in the syrup cup when we hand it to them. And I just realized that my numbers aren't very interesting, so we're going to actually say that the doctor asked to give him 200 milligrams by mouth every 6 hours. Now we're going to talk about the maximum dose, so we are going to be now using this number here, 35 milligrams per day per hour, 35 milligrams per kilogram per day. So to get the maximum daily dose, we take 35 milligrams per kilogram per day, multiplied by 25 kilograms. Kilograms cancel. 875 milligrams per day. That is the maximum dose you can give a kid in one day. And then to get the maximum single dose, how much you give them in that little syrup cup, we divide 875 milligrams per day by 4 doses a day. Days cancel out. So we have 875 divided by 4 milligrams per dose to 1875 milligrams per dose. This is the maximum single dose that you can give. That's the maximum amount of syrup you can give the kid in the cup at a time. every 6 hours. So if we were to go ahead and answer the question, is this dose safe? Let's make that little line again. So when we're talking about this, we don't want to look at the per day numbers. We want to be looking at the per dose hours, because that is what the order is, and is asking for how much, it's telling you how much medication you're going to give the kid every 6 hours, not how much medication you're going to give the kid over a day. So the minimum dose is 187.5, and the maximum dose was 218.75. Where between these numbers falls the ordered number, or the ordered dose. Ordered dose is 200, so maybe, whatever. If this were a number line, 200 would be around there. And because 200 is between the minimum and the maximum, 200 milligrams per dose is safe. Let's run through how to calculate volume again. We're not going to use these numbers, remember? That's the minimum and maximum ranges of safe doses. We want to use the number that is on the order form. So we take the concentration of 5 milliliters per 150 milligrams, multiply it by the ordered dose. Milligrams cancel out. That gives us 5 times 200 divided by 150 milliliters per 6 hours. And that equals 6.66666. But since we're in the real world and not on a computer, the gradations would probably make it easier to think about this as 6 2/3. Or if you had to write it down and you had to round it up to the first decimal, you would write it as 6.7. 6.7 milliliters per 6 hours. And you write it like that. Okay. I don't think there's much... Yes. Okay, so there's only one more thing. Promise this is almost done. I'm not going to run through this entire thing again. I just want to make a note of something to look out for in one of your problems. So, in this particular problem, let's have a fun color. The order comes in milligrams per 6 hours. When we're looking at the recommended dosages, we get two numbers. We're given two ranges. This means that if we're giving the medication every 8 hours, we're going to use this range to calculate the minimum and the maximum dosages. If the order was written saying you give the medication every 6 hours, then you would use this range to calculate the minimum and the maximum dosages. And because this order is written to dispense the medication every 8 hours, we're going to use the one that says 8 hours. So you would use this one for a calculation for that problem. And then also notice this patient's weight is given in grams, but the recommended pediatric dosages are given in kilograms. So make sure you're going to convert this number to kilograms before you go forward. You can also convert that one to grams, but that's hard, and a lot of zeros, and a little unnecessary. Okay, I hope this made sense. If it didn't, or if you're still confused, or if it didn't cover something that you have questions about, please come see me. If I'm not available during the times that you are available, just text me, email me. We can talk over text, we can do a phone call, we can do a random Zoom appointment. I'm pretty flexible. If you're having problems with, if somebody's telling you to convert pounds to kilograms, and you're having problems getting your head around that concept, or just if you're dyslexic like me and have a really hard time with kind of knowing where the numbers are supposed to go for those equations, there's some videos on one of my YouTube playlists for this class that will be helpful for that. I think that's in the second section on my homepage, but go take a look for that. those should be good. Okay, I need a coffee apparently. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.